Hey friends, it's Melissa here from Team Snuggle Bugz. I am so excited to be reviewing the Bugaboo Kangaroo here with you today. I am a self-proclaimed gear expert, mom of 2 little boys, and owner of Bugaboo product. I cannot wait to review this new single to double stroller. Let's get right into it. So I have my Kangaroo set up here in single mode with the 2 different modes that you have available to you out of the box. So with my toddler seat and with my Pram. Now let's talk a bit about top line stats for the Kangaroo. So the stroller itself weighs in at 24.4 pounds. You have a really large basket at the bottom of your stroller that can accommodate over 28 pounds, which is amazing. And you've also got your Pram, which can accommodate a child up to around that 20-pound mark. So you can use the Pram from newborn till 20 pounds or until they're, starting to roll over or push up on their arms and legs. Then you're going to transition to your toddler seat, which you can use from around that 4 to 6 month mark, all the way until your child reaches 50 pounds. Now let's talk about what's in the box with your Bugaboo Kangaroo. So first of all, you're going to get your stroller frame. You are going to get an interchangeable seat frame. So what that means is you've got basically this rectangular piece that you would put either your toddler fabric seat on or your Pram body fabric. So you can only use one at a time. You're either in Pram mode or you're in toddler mode. And then you would need to switch over your seat fabrics in order to transition between modes. You're also getting your extra large canopy. You are also getting a bumper bar and you are getting your infant car seat adapters. I love that Bugaboo has now included the infant car seat adapters in the box for the Kangaroo. It's a definite value add and cost savings. Let's kick things off by showcasing some of the key features of the Bugaboo Kangaroo with our toddler seat setup. So I'll push my Pram over to the side for now. Now, with the Kangaroo, you have a really nice height adjustment in that handlebar. You can see you've got all of this leather detailing on both your handlebar and the bumper bar, which are just really nice finishes and comfort features for your stroller. We have a massive canopy here. Bugaboo canopies are definitely one of my absolute favorites. We can see here it's already got great extension in its regular position. Then we can also zip out the canopy to get even more. You also have a peekaboo ventilation panel here. Then you can pop the canopy back anytime. One of the cool features that we often forget about when you're actually using the stroller is that you can actually adjust the height of the canopy. You just pull it up on the sides and you can give yourself an extra few inches. So as your child is getting older or bigger or taller, you've just got some additional space between the top of their head and the canopy. Taking a look at this toddler seat, we have 3 different recline positions to get that ideal angle for your little one's comfort. We also have, of course, our bumper bar. We have a no rethread harness on this toddler seat. So as your child is growing, again, you don't need to be fiddling with the harness. You can just easily adjust that height position. And it's nice because the hardware for that is tucked in behind the seat fabric itself. Bugaboo has added some reflective detailing in this harness to just make it that much easier to find in a low lighting situation. I know when my little guys are in the seat, if they're wearing a black jacket or sweater, sometimes you're fumbling around for that harness. It just helps to provide that extra little bit of contrast. Now you can, as you're loading your child in and out of the stroller, you can very easily pop your bumper bar to the side for easy ins and outs. Bugaboo has also introduced an adjustable footrest with the Bugaboo Kangaroo. So with the Fox or with the Donkey, it was kind of a stationary footwell that you could make different adjustments to through the length. But in this case, you can actually adjust the position of the footrest into 3 different modes, which is nice just again for your babe's comfort as they are growing. Taking a look at the front of this stroller, now that we're down here, you have a really large basket. This basket can accommodate over 28 pounds and it has a lot of pockets built in, which is a really great feature, especially when you're getting into some of those double configurations. You want to start storing some adapters on the stroller. You've got nice pockets to store things out of the way, both at the front and the back of your basket. At the front of our stroller, we have 8.5-inch front wheels. This stroller uses optimal front wheel suspension. The maneuverability on it is amazing. I'll show you in just a second, but you can also lock off these front wheels, which is very helpful when you are in sand or slush, just to help navigate all types of terrain. So taking off the brake of my stroller, you can see Bugaboo strollers, I always say this, are known for their maneuverability, and the Kangaroo is no different. You have a beautiful one-touch push. I can't wait to show it to you in double mode as well, because it really is impressive for a tandem stroller. Another great thing about the materials used in the Bugaboo stroller are that their fabrics are water repellent. Actually, Bugaboo has been very intentional about reducing their overall CO2 impact. They've managed to reduce it in the manufacturing process by 16% with the Kangaroo. Also, Bugaboo is very intentional about their mission for, right to repair. They're intentional about creating modular stroller systems where you can easily substitute or replace out parts, which ultimately extends the lifetime of the product and reduces overall landfill impact. So I do appreciate that Bugaboo is pursuing more sustainability with the Kangaroo stroller. One other cool feature on the Kangaroo is that Bugaboo has actually moved away from their white means this is a button to press. Historically, all of their strollers where you see white, that means it's a button to push to, change some sort of function with the stroller. Now with the Kangaroo, they've really streamlined that design and introduced these black buttons so that everything just looks that much more aesthetically clean. Now, this toddler seat can of course be facing parent or facing the world. And while I have our toddler seat on, I'm going to quickly show you what the fold looks like with your toddler seat on. I do always find that Bugaboo strollers fold more compactly without the seat on, but we'll take a look at the fold with the seat on just for funsies. Okay, so first up, we have our seat facing the world. It can be facing the world or facing parent. If it's facing parent, you'll just need to ensure that your seat is in a full recline position when you're folding it so that you get a more compact fold. When we're facing the world, I like to call this a jam fold. There's two buttons on the handlebar that you're just going to press down, hold your stroller over and up. And then when you do have your front wheels locked, you actually can get a nice self-standing fold with this Kangaroo. I'm about to lose my infant car seat adapters down here, so I'll take them out. Nice fold here, but let's actually do the unfold. And I'm gonna show you what that fold looks like without the seat on, because it definitely is a more compact option, especially if you are popping this in and out of your vehicle. So there you go. You can see that we've got a nice compact fold on our frame. Then you can just stack your seat on top and we are easy peasy lemon squeezy. While I have this toddler seat off, let me take the opportunity to share that you can actually use this toddler seat as a seat in the outdoors. So if you go to the park or something and you're having a little picnic and you want to have your toddler seat on, your toddler sitting on the ground, you can actually use the frame of this seat to allow your toddler to be a little bit propped up, which is nice. Now we've unfolded the stroller. We're going to pop our toddler seat back on. And now let's take a look at the stroller with the pram on. Now, the nice thing about the Bugaboo Kangaroo is that it can be used from birth when you set it up with the Pram fabric set on your seat frame. So I have our single mode with the Pram here. Your Pram can be used until, again, your child is around that 20-pound mark or starts being able to push up on their arms and legs. When you are using the Pram, you're going to attach that canopy and your bumper bar. The Pram does come with this apron, which is nice to protect your babe from the elements. It also includes a really nice aerated mattress that has a machine washable cover. So that just helps to really create airflow and a comfortable environment for your little one. Your Pram is going to be set up to be facing parent, both in single and double mode. At the back here, closest to the parent, there are going to be two pockets that you can use for storage. And for additional ventilation throughout the Pram, you can open up this window on your canopy And you also have this flip panel on the base of your pram that you can pop up to really increase that airflow in the pram when you're using it. The pram body also has fabrics that are made with antibacterial properties, so that's just a nice value add for a safe and comfortable space for your little one. Now, in addition to the ability to use your stroller from birth with the pram, the Bugaboo Kangaroo I mentioned does come with those infant car seat adapters, so you can also use your stroller from birth with those infant car seat adapters. The ones that come in the box can accommodate a Maxi Cozy, Nuna, Collect, and Cybex infant car seat. But definitely check out the compatibility chart between strollers and car seats on the Bugz website. So here we have our Bugaboo Kangaroo with the Collect Ling infant car seat on. We definitely find that Bugaboo products with Collect Ling infant car seats have a pretty high attachment rate here at Bugz. People also love to put Nunas, etc. on their Bugaboo Kangaroos. So now we've showcased the single modes for the Bugaboo Kangaroo. Let's take a look at turning this single into a double. So first off, some things that are important to know. Number one, you can only use the Kangaroo as a single out of the box. If you want to use it as a double, you have to purchase this sibling seat, because the sibling seat is where you get your lower adapters. So even if maybe you're not using the sibling seat right away, you will eventually need it. So that's why the adapters are included with this seat. Now, another thing to note is Bugaboo has made our lives a million times easier by actually including all of the primary configurations in this image at the bottom of the basket. I love it when brands do this. It makes it so much easier to know what the available configurations are and how to make that happen with your stroller. Another thing, when you are converting your Bugaboo Kangaroo from a single stroller to a double, they've actually added this really cool feature on the chassis. So sometimes you need to, flip over an adapter or add an additional adapter to reposition where your second seat will go on your stroller. In the case of Bugaboo, they've added this piece on the frame that you are just going to flip around when you want to use your frame in double mode. This helps you to get the proper placement and distance between your seats so that your children both have leg room and so that your seats are both balanced over the center of your stroller frame. So now that I have positioned my adapter into double mode, which mode should we take a look at first? Let's look at where we see this stroller most commonly being used as a starting point. So let's say we want to use it with our pram and the sibling seat. So when you purchase that sibling seat, as I mentioned, you're going to get these lower adapters. Bugaboo, just to make things look really smooth, they included these little adapter covers for your lower adapter input points that you would just pop into one of the pockets in the bottom of your stroller. Then you are going to connect these lower adapters. Here is our sibling seat. So we'll pop this on our frame first. This sibling seat, let's talk about some of the key stats that go along with it. So you can see it is slightly smaller than the toddler seat itself. The weight limit capacity on the sibling seat is 40 pounds versus that primary toddler seat, which has a 50-pound weight capacity. The canopy on this seat is still very full coverage. You're getting great extension here with that zip. You also have that peekaboo panel. It is a bit smaller than that toddler canopy, but still a full coverage, fantastic canopy. You're also getting your bumper bar with your sibling seat. You have a no rethread adjustable harness. You have that adjustable footwell. So those are just some key stats of our sibling seat. When you're using your sibling seat, it can be used in both the lower and upper position of your stroller, depending on how you're strolling. Now, when you want to use your Kangaroo as a double with the pram on top, so not all brands allow you to actually have the pram on top when you're in double mode. Bugaboo has made it possible by including this upper adapter. So this upper adapter helps to balance and centralize the weight of the pram on your stroller frame and also position it so that there's enough distance between the pram and the sibling seat. I love the solve that they've invented for this. So you're just going to pop your Pram adapter to use in that upper position. Use your Pram on the top of your stroller, plug it into your frame. And here we have our Bugaboo Kangaroo ready to go in double mode with our Pram on the top and our sibling seat on the bottom. Now you can actually have your Pram on the bottom and the sibling seat on the top, in which case you wouldn't need to use that additional upper adapter. That upper adapter is only if you want to use the Pram in double mode in this top position. Now let's quickly substitute out our Pram and showcase with an infant car seat in that top position. So again, we're just going to use those infant car seat adapters that come with our stroller frame. I've got my infant car seat here. And now we are in double mode with our infant car seat on the top and the sibling seat on the bottom. These positions, again, just like the last mode, could easily be reversed to have your sibling seat on the top and your infant car seat on the bottom to really customize how you want to stroll with your little one. Now, I have transitioned my Pram over into my toddler seat, meaning I've swapped out that Pram fabric on the seat frame to my toddler seat fabric, and I've moved over that canopy and bumper bar to the toddler seat. Now, let's take a look at double mode with the sibling seat on the bottom and the toddler seat on top. This is definitely a mode that I'm certain you will get a lot of use of with your Bugaboo Kangaroo. You can just see how beautiful it is. I love that, some tandem strollers, it can really feel like you're pushing a bus. They can get super long, where Bugaboo has been very intentional about still, creating a roomy, but overall compact stroller so that you don't feel like it's a crazy push. Also, if you are noticing the maneuverability on this stroller, I am in double mode and I still have a one-touch push. I moved this around outside with a weighted baby in both of the seats earlier today just to really feel out that push. And I love that Bugaboo has maintained their one-touch push and ultra maneuverability in the Kangaroo for a tandem stroller, because that is definitely a hard feat. Did you know you can even turn your Kangaroo into a triple when you add in the comfort wheeled board at the back? So as you can see here, I've got this 2 seats plus my comfort wheeled board. I love this board because it can easily tuck away when not in use, or it's also a great place for your older child to stand or kind of have a bit of a rest. You can use the comfort wheeled board also when you have the stroller just in single mode to accommodate a second child. So lots of versatility with this Kangaroo. So last but not least, let's talk about the fold for the Kangaroo. Now, I definitely find you're just going to get a better fold when you fold with the seats off. You can also remove the bumper bars on your seats if you do need to get a more compact fold. And then we're going to use that same jam fold that we used in single mode. And there you have it, the Bugaboo Kangaroo folded in double mode. I really prefer the 2 seats off fold. You could keep one on, but honestly, 2 seats off is the way to go here. Let's quickly unfold and put it back together. We've got our frame kicked out, our sibling seats back on. I love how Bugaboo makes it so easy to click all of the pieces into place. I do find that it is a very seamless transition when you are, moving. Actually, I'll do that. I'll move our toddler seat to be facing parent this time. And we can have our sibling seat. Actually, let's keep our sibling seat facing out, because this is a really great and really popular configuration as well. You can, of course, flip the sibling seat the other way. You can mix and match. So there you are, the Bugaboo Kangaroo in double mode with toddler seat and sibling seat. So there you have it, the Bugaboo Kangaroo. Let us know in the comments what your favorite features of the Kangaroo that you're most excited about are. Now, for those of you who are debating, do I go with Bugaboo Kangaroo or do I go with the Bugaboo Donkey? Let's talk about some of those core differences. So the Kangaroo, as you can see, is a single to double that goes into tandem mode, meaning you have a seat at the front and the back. The Donkey is a single to double that extends to be a side-by-side stroller. So with that, you are getting a second seat capacity on the Donkey that can accommodate 50 pounds, whereas on the Kangaroo, you have a 40-pound weight limit on the sibling seat to help manage that weight distribution. The Donkey is designed for both sibling relationships where siblings are of different ages, but also for twins. So you can have 2 infant car seats side by side, 2 prams side by side, etc. Whereas the Kangaroo, while it can be used to accommodate twins, it is designed more for children of different age gaps. So having a pram and a sibling seat, or an infant car seat and a sibling seat, and then eventually moving into toddler and sibling seat options. So at the end of the day, it's really up to you as to what style of stroller best suits your lifestyle and your family. If you are looking for more information on the Bugaboo Donkey, be sure to pop on over and check out that full product review, which we have on the Bugz YouTube channel. Otherwise, I am just hoping that you are as in love with the Bugaboo Kangaroo as I am. This stroller just brings so much cool factor to the market. I love the pram. I love the massive canopy. I love how you're not losing any maneuverability on this stroller, and so much more. So our goal here at Bugz is to instill confidence in families navigating the early stages of parenthood. And a big way that we do that is through stroller and car seat education. So I hope that this video was super valuable and super helpful for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll catch you on the next one.